friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing the highly anticipated April TBR. So we are going to be letting the TBR jar pick my TBR for the month of April. I really feel like this year has just flown by. I can't believe we're already picking books for April. This is my second month doing the TBR cart with the TBR jar. So I have a lot of prompts in here. I can't wait to see what I'm going to be reading in April. Before we get started, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here so you never miss an upload. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer. I have 3 books already selected to read in April. Saving 6, which is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series. I am fully immersed and invested in this series right now. I cannot put it down, so this is going to be an automatic read for me in April. I'm almost done with the 2nd book in the series, and then I will be moving on to the 3rd. I don't want to get into this right now. I have other videos where I talk about the Boys of Tommen series, but if you have not read it, I do highly recommend this series. I'm also going to be reading A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. I love the cover, it's beautiful. Tia Williams also wrote 7 Days in June, which is on the TBR cart. I've never read anything by Tia Williams, but I've heard her writing is incredible. I'm doing a buddy read on this book with Amanda's Booktopia on YouTube. It's my first time ever doing a buddy read with somebody on YouTube, and we had both picked up this book. We had both heard great things about this author, and so we will be reading it together in the month of April. So more to come on that. And then I am doing a book club on FABLE, so the link to my book club will be in the description box below. But for the first month of my book club, we are reading First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I purchased this to read on Kindle. I'll probably also get the physical copy of the book at some point because the cover is so cute. It's supposed to be a Sleepless in Seattle type of vibe. I've heard great things about the book. It is a new release, and I thought it would just be a great, cute little romance to start off my book club journey. So if you're interested in reading that along with me in the month of April, go ahead and click that link in the description box. There's only a few people that have joined so far, and I would like a few more to join just so we can get to know each other better and hang out and chat about books. So now go ahead and grab a drink, grab a blanket, get cozy, and we will get into the TBR jar and the TBR picks. We have a lot of prompts in here. I think I'm gonna pick, let's do 5. I'm gonna pick 5. I read 10 books last month. I'm really amping it up here. I think I can read even more for the month of April. So we're gonna pick out 5 books, and then the rest I just want to leave open to whatever I want because I am a mood reader, and last month I think I picked too many books for the TBR. I didn't get to them all, so this month I think I would prefer to just choose 4 or 5 and leave the rest up to whatever my mood is. And we have a kitty cat trying to join us here. All right, so let's reach in, pick out a prompt. All right, so for our first prompt, okay, we have a book with a male protagonist. I don't have a lot of books with male protagonists. I've been trying to buy more recently. A few are coming to my mind, but let's just go ahead and see what we have. Male protagonist. I have a lot of dual point of view, but that doesn't count. I know Clementine Complex does have a male protagonist. This follows Gary, a 30-year-old legal assistant in a law firm. This is supposed to be like a funny romance type of vibe. I just picked it up on a whim because I liked the cover. I got it for $3.99 from Ollie's, but this is one option. And then for my Stephen King books, Carrie is a female protagonist, so that's not gonna work. Pet Sematary might have a male protagonist. It does. It has Lewis Creed, Dr. Lewis Creed. Maybe this one or Holly, I'm not sure. I hate how my hardcovers always get like stuck on here. I can never get them out. Okay, no, this is a female. This one has a female protagonist. So that's not gonna work. What else? Six of Crows. I'm honestly not sure. Some of these books I just picked up and like, I don't know a lot about them. Kaz Brecker. So this says, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price. And no one knows that better than criminal prodigy Kaz Brecker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that could make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, a heartrender using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Kaz's crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. So, I mean, I think that's a male protagonist. What should we do? Should we do Pet Sematary or should we do Six of Crows? Read the back of Pet Sematary as well. I know that this is regarded as one of Stephen King's most popular works, which is why I picked it up. It came recommended to me by some other booktubers. So this says, when Dr. Lewis Creed takes a new job and moves his family to the idyllic and rural town of Ludlow, Maine, this new beginning seems too good to be true. Yet, despite Ludlow's tranquility, there's an undercurrent of danger that exists here. Those trucks on the road outside the Creeds' beautiful old home travel by just a little too quickly. For one thing, as evidenced by the makeshift pet cemetery out back in the nearby woods. Then there are warnings to Lewis, both real and from the depths of his nightmares, that he should not venture beyond the borders of this little graveyard. A blood-chilling truth is hidden there, one more terrifying than death itself and hideously more powerful. An ominous fate befalls anyone who dares tamper with this forbidden place, as Lewis is about to discover himself. And then one of the reviews on the back says, the most frightening novel Stephen King has ever written. I don't know. Stephen King really intimidates me, but also I bought this because I want to try him out. Six of Crows, this obviously has like a fantasy element. I'm trying to figure out, like, is this a series? I'm not sure if this is a series or not. She wrote the Grisha trilogy, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, Rune, and Rising. You know what? Let's do Six of Crows. I'm feeling like we should try this one. I've heard great things. I haven't read fantasy since Onyx Storm, so let's give this a try. Six of Crows. So that's going to be number one. So number two prompt. A book by Stephen King. Okay, this is fine because we have three options. So we have Pet Sematary, we have Carrie, which is the first Stephen King book that was ever written, and then we have Holly, which we've already looked at. Holly is one of his more recent books I know. I kind of want to read Carrie because it's his first one. Like that seems like a great place to start. I did read like the introduction, which was by Margaret Atwood, which she wrote The Handmaid's Tale, which is also on my cart. Um, and in the introduction, she wrote an introduction for the 50th anniversary edition of Carrie, and basically told this sweet story of how he wrote the story, threw it away in the trash, and his wife ended up fishing it out of the trash and convincing him to publish it in it's like a men's newspaper, men's magazine type of deal. And then that started it all for him. And if she wouldn't have done that, like he would not be where he is today. So I think this would be a good place to start. This says Carrie may be picked on by her classmates, but she has a gift. She can move things with her mind. Doors lock, candles fall. This is her power and her problem. Then an act of kindness, as spontaneous as the vicious taunts of her classmates, offers Carrie a chance to be normal, until an unexpected cruelty turns her gift into a weapon of horror and destruction that no one will ever forget. So, I feel like the universe wants me to read Stephen King based on those first two TBR jar prompts. So we're going to go with that. So we have Six of Crows and we have Carrie. Number 3. I'm scared. This is like very interesting so far. A book that explores a social or political issue. A social or political issue. Well, the first one that's coming to mind for me is Handmaid's Tale. Trying to see. Like, I definitely feel like we could go Handmaid's Tale for this. I also feel like we could go Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because even though, those are both dystopian books. So even though they don't talk about like our politics and our society, the whole book is structured around politics and society of this dystopian world that the characters are living in. And both of those books have been getting recent attention on banned book list because a lot of it could be applied to society today. So I'm feeling like we need to do the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes just because I recently read the first 3 books in the series last month and I want to keep that momentum going. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go with the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I think this is President Snow's story from when he was a young guy and how he got involved in the Hunger Games and everything like that. I also didn't know this was a movie. One of my coworkers was letting me know that there is a movie for this that came out a few years ago and it's actually really, really good. So I want to finish this because I would like to make a video in the near future doing like a whole series review and rating the books from best to none of them are the worst, but like comparing them, comparing the ratings. And Sunrise on the Reaping just came out, and so I'm eager to get to that one. So let's go ahead and do this for prompt number 3. The back doesn't really say a lot. It just says, ambition will fuel him, competition will drive him, but power has its price. Okay. That is number 3. I don't want to talk too much about it because for the people that haven't read the Hunger Games series, I don't want to give any spoilers away. I'm not going to talk too much about that one. And we'll pull 2 more. This one says, okay, I'm not mad about it. A book by L. Kennedy. And my cat is about to drop my ring light. Yeah, get down. Okay. So we have a book by L. Kennedy. I've been blowing through my L. Kennedy books, so we might only have like one option. Yeah, I think we only have one option for that. I think this is the only one I have left on my cart. So this is Good Girl Complex. I kind of was hoping to wait to read this in the summer, but that's the fate of the TBR jar. She does everything right. What could go wrong? Mackenzie Mac Cabot is a people pleaser. It's exhausting, really, always following the rules. Mac has dreams of her own, but to please her parents, she moves to the beachside town of Avalon Bay to get her college degree. 20-year-old Mac has had plenty of practice suppressing her wilder impulses, but when she meets local bad boy Cooper Hartley, that ability is suddenly tested. Cooper is rough around the edges, raw, candid, a threat to her ordered existence. Their friendship soon becomes the realest thing in her life. Despite his disdain for the trust fund kids he sees coming and going from this town, Cooper soon realizes Mac isn't just another rich clone and falls for her hard. But as Mac finally starts feeling accepted by Cooper and his friends, the secret he's been keeping from her threatens the only place she's ever felt at home. So I read Girl Abroad last month and loved it. So I'm totally fine with continuing on with Elle Kennedy. I like her writing. It's good. They're fun. They're quick. It's nothing that's gonna like change you as a person, I don't think, but for what it is, these are really good. So I'm excited to read this one. It's about 350-ish pages. That was 4. So last one, I hope it's a good one. This TBR is turning out like so different from what I expected. Also, can my cat chill? Like, hey, she's into everything right now. Okay, we can do a lot with this. A book with dual point of view. That's my favorite type of book to read, so I would say most of my books are a dual point of view. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to like look at the books that I really want to read right now and then kind of use that to judge if I can do it or not. So let's see. I really want to read Icebreaker. I would like to read Out on a Limb. I would like to read The Simple Wild. I would like to read Nocticadia. What should we do? Well, let's see. We have one romance, one dystopian, one mystery, and one fantasy. So we have a pretty diverse TBR this month, so we'll see. Let's look at Nocticadia, which is massive. So Nocticadia is dual point of view, so that would be an option. What else? What else? What else? Five Broken Blades by Mia Corland. The art in this book is so beautiful. What should we do? What about Bride by Allie Hazelwood? No. We also have Babel by R.F. Kuang we could look at. Okay. No, that one's not. What about this? Songbird and the Heart of Stone. No. Okay, so let's make a decision. I actually think this is more than 2 points of view. There's 5. I think it goes between these 5 characters. I'm very intimidated by this, but I'm also super interested. This is so long. Let's do Nocticadia. This is something I really want to read. I just recently purchased it. So let's go with that. Let's do Nocticadia. And then I guess while I am here, I will let you guys know that if you're interested in my ASMR content, I am going to be doing a reading you to sleep video here soon. We are going to be reading The Secret Garden. I have a beautiful edition with gold foil, and it's illustrated. It's really beautiful. I'm going to be posting a video probably in the next week or so. We're going to be reading The Secret Garden. So I guess I'll go ahead and add this onto the TBR as well. I don't know if we'll finish it this month. I don't know how long it will take me to get through this. This is pretty long, but I'll add that as well to the TBR. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video since I don't even really know what's going on with the mic right now. But I want to thank you if you watched until the end. Go ahead and drop an emoji with a flower if you've watched this long, so I know who my most loyal viewers are and I can say thank you to you guys. I want to thank you for your continued support. Please keep up the support. It's so exciting to me, and I'm just having the most fun with every single one of you. Don't forget to check out my book club in the description box for Fable. It is called the Sweet Reads Society Book Club on Fable, and I really hope you'll consider joining and reading First Time Caller with us this month. We will be reading other genres in the future. This is just for the first month. We're gonna read this little romance story. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. I hope you guys are doing well. You are loved, you are cared for, and I will see you in the next one.